Alikog versus RonaldRage, best of 5, Battlegrounds 2023 show match. Here we go, guys. So, uh, last map picked, which is Forest in this case, will be game 1. All the other games will be determined by who wins and loses. Loser's home map gets to choose, doesn't have to be in order, pick whichever map they would like. Forest will be game 1. RonaldRage will have Arena Cove and Mountain Bailey available. Alikog will have Shaded Ponds and lanes available. Civilizations here on the screen for you as well. RonaldRage will have Mongols, Ethiopians, Chinese, Italians, Magyars, and Franks, while Alikog will have Berbers, Burgundians, Byzantines, Hindustanis, Malians, and Turks. So, should be fun. Looking forward to seeing how this one runs through. And already on to game number 1 here. We have Berbers for Alikog, and we have Mongols for Mr. Rage. I think this makes a lot of sense, actually. You saw Mongols were taken first, so Alikog took Berbers second, and with the current draft for the show match, we have no Civ bans. So, good counter pick. Obviously, Berbers, probably the best counter pick for Mongols. Obviously, that's debatable and what have you, but I'm pretty sure there's pretty clear consensus that Berbers do counter Mongols quite efficiently. We'll have to see how that works out, though. Obviously, if you guys have seen the map, forests is, 4 forests. Lovely, lovely, meme kind of thing. And we have boars in the middle. We have a lot of boars. In total, you might ask how many boars on the whole map, and that would be a marvelous question. The answer is 19. RonaldRage versus Alikog. Yes, sir, yes, sir. 19 boars on the map. You're only guaranteed to have 2, which is interesting. Did they play previously? I mean, I've had them both here before, so it is what it is. And yes, RonaldRage, definitely. Chinese have been picked there many times before. We'll see how things progress, but I think those things are pretty accurate, to be honest. What elo are we looking at? I believe they were between 1300 and 1350 when I last matched them up. Obviously, it was recently. I could go double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at here. And let's see who brings the boars in first. Looks like we have double lore. Oh, Alikog. Oh, Alikog. Gonna lose that Vil. Gonna kill that boar. Oh, God. Gonna lose this one, too, without the house trick. Alright, well, Alikog saves that. That was quite rough. I will not lie. I will not lie. Alikog lost the Vil. Almost lost the second Vil. And when I matched these two up, 1324 was RonaldRage's elo, 1431 was his max. Alikog was in the same range, I think. Too much action going on to pay attention to what's going on in the stats. But yeah, that was ugly. It was very ugly. No loom. We've got loom in now. Risky, risky, risky. The Expendables. Yeah, he was very close. Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't follow players' elos since I matched them up. I simply looked at the peak and looked at some other things. Whoa. I mean, technically, you're all entered into a giveaway for participating, and $25 value, by the way. Amazon gift card or PayPal, your choice. And the winner of every show match is entitled to a $5 gifted sub to my channel. So that is as far as payment goes. But we'll see how things progress. A lot of the players who have won have designated their gifted sub to Showmatch. Or not to Showmatch, to tournament prize pool. Alikog is not messing around here. He's actually going to bring in 3 more of these. I don't know if he's just trying to block. Oh, he could not shoot them. Oh, he's got him. He's got him. Oh, this is Bill. No. Alikog, no. Alikog having a rough go here. Berbervilles are faster. Alright, now we have the mill. Alright, now we're going to see a mill from Alikog. Yikes. Meanwhile, we've been watching this for the hot minute here. But they're only faster if the boars run into each other. Yeah, I mean, 0.96, 0.88. The boar is faster. But this has been a rough start here for Alikog. RonaldRage is on his way up behind this. We haven't really been paying attention over here. It looks like Alikog lost 2 vills thus far. More idle TC time. RonaldRage looks like he's got a pretty clean up here. Should be pretty happy with that. But yeah, it's been a rough start over here, and gonna go into stone. So potentially looking to play defensively now, as we have a mill going to be coming out here as well. The scout goes down. So a quick check on the scouting here. Alikog doesn't know what his opponent's going for here, but he will see that he's up. Most likely going to be scouts against Mongols here. But yeah, rough start. Went not up yet. He is in the middle. He's going to try to take some more boars here. He's actually having some issues with the boars this game. But I appreciate the attempts, though. I like the trial and error. We have a drush. A very late drush into man-at-arms play. And if we can switch to his scouting, he will see that there are villagers here. So we'll be able to go forward and try to deal with this. But I don't know if you take this fight. So man-at-arms come in, losing a lot of HP there. And yeah, now he's just going to fight you. Cancel man-at-arms. Just cancel man-at-arms at this point. Oh, he's not going to cancel it. He's going to keep it. The value is just not there now. You lose so much HP, I don't know if it's there. I mean, that's what I would do anyways. That's not pro player, but these men-at-arms don't have a single kill, do they? They do have 1 kill. Or no, that was the 1 kill was the... Yeah. So, yeah, the man-at-arms not getting the value that he was hoping for. Alikog is on his way up. He's going to have a decent population here. And as long as the weak villagers are microed away... Oh, more men-at-arms. Okay. Well, I guess it's not too bad, but again, fighting without them being together is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. There's some low HP ones here as well. 1 villager will finally go down, so I guess it does pay for itself, really. Alright, so we got a couple of kill kills there. I mean, all in all, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. I feel like I would have canceled it myself if I would have seen that. I lost so much HP. Just personal style of play. Archers are forward, though, now. So, Mongol player going into archers. Archery range coming up for Alikog. This is going to be tough, though. No question. This will be tough for Alikog. He's up. He's going to be 2 vills behind. Which, all things considered, isn't that bad. RonaldRage having some idle TC time here in the last few minutes. So, all in all, it's not that bad. A defensive skirmisher to open up. No blacksmith upgrades. Look, there comes fletching, of course, as I say that. And honestly, Castle Age is not too far away here for RonaldRage. The skirmishers, though, will push this away for the time being. Nice little snag on that boar right there. But all things considered, Alikog is going to be in a terrible position if the military numbers get out of hand here. He's going to have to continue to produce, and, you know, RonaldRage over here having a smooth game. He has had some idle TC time, and that's probably what's hurt him the most. And oh, another man-at-arms. Interesting addition. I mean, it's not a bad addition against Skirmisher. That's for sure. I don't hate it. Alikog basically needs to leave the middle here. He's gonna fight with Vills. He's gonna lose too many Vills here. This could be early, quick game number 1 here if he doesn't run. Alright, he is gonna run. It would have been really sad if all the Vills would have been lost. That's true. The boar in the middle is very important though, right? So Alikog's been on stone for a long time as well. But it's really awkward. These archers could come in here. Actually, tower defense might be the way. Oof. Tough game for Alikog. Tough start. Another mill. More boars going to be coming in for Mr. Rage, who should honestly be up to the castle age in a minute or so. Just needs to halt production on archers. Or just cancel some archers and go up, actually. You could cancel 2 archers and be on his way up to the next stage. The archers are moving in. No towers defensively yet. So, this is a problem. Like there was 1 more pig remaining here. But there are 8 archers with fletching here. There's only 4 skirms in the archery ranges. There comes the tower. I would have liked to have seen that a minute or 2 ago. Will it go up? It should, but what are the losses going to look like is the question. Might actually get away with it. Didn't get in close enough, so... Will he die? Oh, he's going to dive the tower. There's another tower, though. 1 Vil down already. Going to lose an archer or 2, maybe. Not terrible. He jumped the base of the tower, but... The other tower came up in time, so... Idols there for Alikog. The skirm numbers are only up to 4. So he can't really jump and take a fight yet. He has no blacksmith, he has no upgrades. RonaldRage has gone up to the castle age. Another lumber camp. More on gold. Not going for stone here. Probably just going to continue with archers. I think that makes sense. Another tower going to come down here. Alikog is going to be grasping at straws here if siege weapons come in. That tower he could actually sit underneath. Don't think the other one's in range. 1 Vil goes down. 2 Vils go down. Oh, you gotta hug the tower, Rage. Oh my god. Oh. Sorry, wife just scared the crap out of me, just threw something down the steps. All is well. This tower will save the villagers in this tower, but Castle Age is about to be upon us. The skirmishers are now coming out. We have double stable, so the plan is just to raid to death. Honestly, with his economy, he'd get +2. Sit underneath all of the fires from the towers and be just fine. Nice pickoffs, though. Gonna clean up all of the archers. Wow. That is quite good. But soon there will be knights coming in with +1. Not the greatest, but there's a lot of weak Vils here. Skirmishers won't be able to do anything against them. Filling up some houses over here. The food income is going to be in need of switching to farms very soon here. But otherwise, it should be relatively okay for RonaldRage. A town center, of which I don't like. It's on nothing. Guess these Vils are coming back. I honestly think you just place it on a wood line out here. Or you find your... I guess your gold's fine. Maybe put it right on the stone. Not a big fan of that one. Not a big fan of it. I mean, it's fine. You're ahead here. You're worried about the military. The GG does come in. Alikog with a super rough start, but yeah. Game 1 goes to RonaldRage. Hello, Knight. Welcome, everybody. RonaldRage takes game 1 here. Alikog just had a really bad start here. He ended up losing 2 Vills to Boar early on, and then the eco just kind of gets away from you there, right? So we had a win for Mongols, a loss for Berbers. We saw Forest. We'll go to one of Alikog's home map, so it'd be either Shaded Pond or Lanes next. Let's go ahead and get that game loaded up. Trying to locate the games here. Everything's out of order for me for some reason. When I transferred games over, they didn't all stay together, which is awkward. But here it is. It will be on Lanes. Game 2. Here we go, folks. Game number 2. Alikog in red here with the Malians. And he will be facing off against RonaldRage again here with the Ethiopians, which I think is RonaldRage's favorite civ, so I'm sure he's extremely happy to play them. I've seen RonaldRage play in a lot of different things at this point, and I'm pretty sure that Ethiopians are his favorite civ. So, see what he can do with them. Malians here for Alikog. Not a bad civ to go up against Ethiopians, but obviously it's going to be very interesting to see how things work out. Mongols can be strong on Forest for sure. And I've had some feedback about the draft for the show matches. We have had a couple different people complain about there not being any bans. But for me, basically, it's a show match, right? If someone prepared a strategy and they can take that civ first overall and they can play out their strategy for a show match, I don't think it's a big deal. In the tournament setting, when we do go to the tournament stage, the draft will be different. At least the draft for Civ. The map draft might stay the same. I agree. Good to see what players are working, strategizing, and the whole point of the show matches are to get some games on the maps for balancing purposes. So we've already seen a few instances of where Portuguese are going to be OP, and I really don't know if there's a ton we can do about that. But I do expect that Civ to be banned frequently. I will probably have a minimum of 2 Civ bans in the tournament stages, maybe 3, just to have more diversification. As we go move forward, but for like a best of 3 or something, it'll probably be two bans before any civs get picked. I mean, that's the problem, right? They're so good on a couple maps, right? On Nomad, they're going to be insane. We have Nomad hubs, and there's a lot of berries on that map. So I can definitely see Portuguese being insane. The Portuguese are already a very good Nomad civilization as is. Battlegrounds, there's tons of hunt, and there's tons of berries in the middle. Kind of what you suggested with the hunt for the previous map with Mongols. Mongols are strong there. Mongols are strong on Battlegrounds. You know, there's a lot of places where civilizations could be good at different things, like depending on the civ and the map, right? So for the show matches, no civ bans. I want to see people's strategy. I want them to have like the freedom to have that. If they get that civ, they can do that strategy kind of deal. But once we hit tournament level play, if each player has 2 map bans, that would allow for 4 total civs to be banned. Obviously, in a tournament setting, you want to ban out with the best Civ, especially you do the map draft first. So I feel like that's adequate amount of time to plan out what you want to ban, what you want to play. And it's kind of the same thing with you know, the pro level scene, right? You ban the civs you don't want to see. Hera talked about how Yo didn't ban Portuguese, and on Kawasan, spoilers. I should disclaim spoilers. But Portuguese on Kawasan were just insane if they got the middle, right? And it was a situation where he said, you know, in the draft he won that map because he knew he would have Portuguese. They weren't sniped, they weren't banned. That's crazy. Yeah, Hindustanis did terribly. It is crazy, but I think it just shows the potential weakness of a Civ at the top level, and makes it an interesting conversation as to where to balance the game from. Right at the top level, obviously things can be too good on certain maps. Right. I mean, we saw the Flemish Revolution a few times, and now everyone's up in arms about it. But I imagine that will be addressed. Getting 100 plus military in post-imperial by spending some resources, like, absolutely ridiculous. We'll see what happens. I don't think the Portuguese change was bad. I think the Portuguese change will be nerfed slightly. I actually really like the changes to Portuguese, but I think we'll see a reduction at best. Yeah, and that's same thing with polls, right? That's exactly what you're saying. I mean, the poll farming bonus has been nerfed, right? It's down to what, 8% or something per farms. The gold to stone ratio or stone to gold ratio is different. We'll see what happens, but I like what they've done as of late with their balancing. They make the minor alterations. They don't go too crazy with it. I think it's been a really nice way for them to balance civs. 3 militia going into man-at-arms here for RonaldRage. On the opposite side, it will be 3 militia. We'll see if he goes into man-at-arms as well. Would imagine we will see the man-at-arms click as soon as he looks at his barracks. Civs are super even. I don't think that they're super even. I think that they are... I think we all forget where we came from. Like, the balance today is way better than the balance from back in the day, right? I think that's what, like, more frequent balance updates, more balance changes. Yes, some things are going to be too good, and then they're going to be nerfed, but then I think it balances out the game extremely well. Back to the game, though. Man-at-Arms will be here for both. Looks like Alikog was just waiting for that. Ronald didn't really force the issue, so not really going to be a good fight for him here now, as the villagers are helping out, and they should be able to get this all cleaned out of here. The scout for RonaldRage actually shouldn't have just run. He might even lose that. Might not even make it back to the town center. Economic losses 0 for 0 on both sides, and we'll see how things progress. But yeah, that scout's just going to lose HP. Archers behind this, so man-at-arms into archers for RonaldRage. A little bit more LOTC time for him this game. RonaldRage looks like he's got more of a solid economy behind him this time around, so things will look pretty good here pretty soon for both. I like what I'm seeing. It seems I've spurred a debate in chat, guys. I mean, essentially, like I said, we all need to remember where the balance was for HD and Voobly times and where it is today. And it's just much better today, right? Like, and it's continually updated. So I have no complaints there's a lot of civs, a lot of strategies that are good. I mean, if you work on your game, basically you're going to be able to pull off some of these things, right? And I think it's an interesting conversation to have, but I'm going to try to focus on the games here a little bit as we have both players going into archers. Padded archer armor, and we have fletching already, and we just now have a blacksmith going up here. Will the walls complete? I don't think so. I think these archers will be here. Unless this was cited, which I don't think it was. That house was never completed either, which is awkward. And no, these are going to get in for sure. Gets seen too little, too late. Another Vil will go down here and forced to run from the berries again. Yet again, here is Alikog. Skirmishers in defense, though, will be nice, especially once fletching comes in. But more archers continue to come forward here, and the fletching versus no fletching was not that great here. More archers will be coming in. A few more skirmishers that need to head over in this direction. But all things considered, it looks like RonaldRage has the upper hand here. Military upgrades, military numbers. Even with a 2-vil lead now after getting those 2 kills. Skirmisher numbers are getting up there, but without that extra armor on them, it's not going to be super great of a fight. He's got a few more coming in, so 7v9. He should be able to clear this up. RonaldRage will probably have to turn and burn and get the hell out of here. But so far, not what he's going for. So this will allow Alikog the time to finish those walls, potentially. Not even getting this up here, and I don't know what this Vil is doing. We're randomly chopping some trees, unfortunately, there. But this hole's still open. Everything moves over this direction. Player only going into MM and Archer's Halboing. I don't think it's boring. I think it's a great strategy. I think the problem with your build is some inconsistencies that you could improve upon, and honestly, Man-at-Arms into Archers is like a super hard build. But, I mean, obviously, IDLTC time is huge. I think your distribution of economy is probably another thing you should work on. Looks pretty decent right now, but you are going Archers. Now you're adding Scouts. It's just a heavy play. It's too late in the game to really critique the build, right? But all in all, I mean, it looked pretty good. The first game looked pretty good this time. Alikog is spending so much food on skirmishers. Skirmishers is how. He's already lost a lot of skirmishers. He's already got 11 skirmishers on the field. It is expensive, but it is the counter unit. And he doesn't know the scouts are on the way yet. And yeah, the armor comes in as well. But the scouts will be in, and this is going to be a big problem now. Luckily, there's no armor on these. There's enough skirmishers. We can kill these, but only until the skirmisher number is melted away. And we might see that here shortly, honestly. Stone walls, please. Yeah, too late for that. Too late for that, indeed. Lots of villagers on the run here. 14 will be 15. Lots of damage done here by this. And honestly, Alikog maybe just not making enough military to deal with this at the moment. He's getting producing again. He's out of the spears. But again, this is a lot of military forward. He's done a lot of damage. Ronald and Alikog both have good economies behind this, but RonaldRage is just simply working 77% of the time compared to the 33% of the time here. And I don't think it's going to get much better, as we're going to see villagers start to go down. That market might not even finish. Like it will, but at the cost of more villager lives. And that Spearman's not going to stand a chance here. Lots of idle bills. Archers on the front trying to get in. Attacking the house, though, which is unfortunate. Looks like we just fixed that situation. And behind this, walling up here with buildings. Castle Age for Alikog, though, on its way. Will that be enough? 17 on food, 0 on gold. Has enough gold to get a few knights out on the field. These scouts are coming in with full HP right now. So this is going to be a bit ugly. There's only 11 vills here. Yeah, not going to take the fight. Archer's going to get in over here. Skirmishers defending on the front. RonaldRage is leaving. So he's just going to wait for his upgrades. I don't think leaving is the answer, but I guess trying to do some damage here isn't the end of the world either. Castle Age for both. Going to be faster here as we have scale mail armor coming in. So are we going to see the Champ Scarls? Is that the plan? Could very well be. A lot of weak vills here. Scouts coming over. Not the greatest, so there will be a spearman on this side of the map. But you know, to track what's going on here, not necessarily a bad thing. Supplies! Let's go. It will be the Champ Scar line. That will be interesting because they will be able to close the distance here. And they will be able to deal with the archers. It will take some time, obviously. They're not the fastest of units. But this map, there's not really many places to run. The middle of the map between the players right now. Really only the third gold here from Alikog. So Alikog get to finish his berries. Adds a second barracks. We'll be making man-at-arms. Probably going to research longswords here. There it is. And then we should see the extra armor come in shortly. Castle Age, though, going to be here. There's going to be a lot of archers. Not a lot of wood in the bank here for Alikog, but I think adding in some siege could be really nice. Yeah, you made the scout. You could have been up to castle in probably 2 minutes less time, or better. Problem is you went for scouts, right? Which you did do damage with, but ultimately maybe not the best decision. You think you're ahead, though. It's not the end of the world if you're not, right? Because you know you've done damage, and his scout maybe scouted your base. Here, let's take a look. Yeah. His scouts did some scouting on you, but it's been a while, right? Town center. This one's a much more favorable town center compared to the last one I told him to try to place. Second town center here for Alikog as well. I actually really think that the longswords are going to be super expensive. I don't know if he's going to be able to afford this. Skirmisher's going to get a scout kill. Bada boom. Not again. But I think siege defense here and into longswords later maybe would have been better for Alikog. We'll see how he does here, though. +2 defense is coming in, and he does have 11 of these longswords already. I think he's going to need like 20, though, to try to take this fight. And the barracks is on the front here. Another barracks going to be constructed. Chainmail is finishing now. Skirmishers not upgraded, but will come forward and try to do some damage. Ballistics are in. Did RonaldRage see it? He did not. His scouts were in the back. He has no idea this is what's happening. And I like what we've seen here. The production has stopped from the barracks. So Ronald does not know what is coming forward. He has no idea. But again, only 16 on the field. And honestly, with the crossbow number and the mangonel number, I think you might need more like 25 or 30 longswords to take this fight. It's going to be rough. 19 on the field, a few more in production here. When will he feel the need to take the fight is the question. This is where I think a siege workshop would have been just fine to defend. Maybe even still needs one. We're up to 22 long swords. He's going to have to take the fight at some point here. Problem now is there's going to be 4 mangonels there, and the long swords are on their way. Spread formation, please, for the love of God. Alright, they're gonna get in. They're gonna stop the push. For now. This is actually excellent. And Ronald is forced to run. Big mangonel shots, though, could come in. We just have to be very careful to watch. Honestly, an excellent engagement. An excellent engagement. Took out 2, 3 mangonels. Left one standing. Did show his cards, though. I think maybe just staying to take the fight might have been an option here. But now the crossbow number is starting to get out of hand, right? So these longswords will start to melt. And this is going to be the problem. He's not going to be able to deal with this. Yeah, the first fight was fine, but now the numbers are getting out of control. More barracks not going to be enough to do the job. Again, I think a siege workshop and some defensive mangonels would have been the better option here, especially with the walls already up, and then continue to build these numbers behind. Wait till you have 40 of them, then send everything. But now it's looking like this is going to be super hard, and yeah, Alikog feels like he has to try to take a fight, which is not great. Not great at all. Numbers just aren't there now, and the crossbow numbers are up to 60, which is insane. Good production behind this here. 2 TC aggression paying off here. And honestly, Ronald has enough economy that he could click up here very shortly. I think the element of surprise was there, and it was a great attempt there to hold this at first, but I think he had to take out this crossbow number somehow, and longsword's just not enough. Not enough, especially against Ethiopians faster firing, right? And now this is just going to be a GG because there's nothing to stop this. The skirmishers aren't going to be able to help. The longswords aren't going to be enough. Oh, and some big shots going to come in, actually. And yeah, he's got to try to dive and just use the military, basically. Oof. GG coming. RonaldRage takes game 2. I think it would have been okay if he would have taken the fight, whittled down the crossbow numbers a little bit, dropped a siege workshop, add siege in defense maybe. Obviously, it's still going to be rough, still going to be a hard position. Alikog just on the back foot here for game number 2 here. And, yeah. That was Lane's quick game. Ethiopians with the win over Malians here. We will go to Shaded Pond next, guys. We'll see what civs they choose. Appreciate everyone who has been hanging out for these casts. Do appreciate it, guys. Means a lot. And big thank you to Alikog and Ronald for playing this game as well. I know there was some internet connectivity issues, so that's not ideal. So very glad they could finish their set and send me all their games. Alikog with Burgundians here on Shaded Pond against Franks. And that's an interesting matchup. Economically, Burgundians probably should have the advantage. Free farms don't really cancel out earlier upgrades and stuff. Obviously in late game, maybe not such a big deal, but cheap paladin, no bloodlines against the Franks, who don't require bloodlines but add extra HP. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Only change made to this map, we added reeds. Makes the middle more approachable. However, still not super necessary. Don't have to go for water. RonaldRage, who looks like he's going to go for water, should have come over here or over here. Just for a little bit less to chop through. But nonetheless, it will chop through that fairly quickly. Like what we're seeing from Alikog, pushing in the deer already. Gonna get that right up under the town center, which is quite nice. We'll see how soon some of these upgrades come in. I mean, Double Bit X should come in fairly quickly as soon as he has the food for it. Like a house, maybe we're already going to consider some walls. Would make sense. Not forcing villagers onto the same reed, so not in a hurry to hit the water. Or on its way in. Hunt being pushed. One deer being pushed. I really like the one deer being pushed. Alikog with the TC trick. All is well and good. And Mr. Rage also going to push in his hunt. So maybe going for a nice early uptime here as well. Not sure why we left the boar. I guess it was just for the TC trick. For the hunt. But nonetheless, no upgrades yet here from Alikog. So we'll see what he ends up with. But surprised we haven't seen at least double bid X come in. Maybe he's just going to plan for a FC play. It's extremely viable on this map. Wall up on both sides. Wood lines make it pretty simple to do. But scouting for both players, don't think either player has left their side of the map. They have not. Looks like RonaldRage is headed in that direction right now. So we'll see how things progress. Another boar coming in here for Alikog. Will not lose a Vil on that one this time, which is great. Milling up the berries makes a lot of sense. Another boar coming in here. And food income is insane on this map. There's double bid X on its way in, so he still gets it. It will be a little later than I would have thought, but I guess you gotta keep the TC running. So didn't have the food for it. Makes sense why he would go for it a little bit later. And all things considered, it's still going to be a lot longer that you have that upgrade compared to your opponent. Have to wait and see what happens here. A lot of fish in the center, so chopping towards the mid is reasonable. 2,800 on the deep fish, and another 2,600 here on the shore fish. Alikog gonna push in some more deer. Looks like he's gonna grab loom, so maybe he's gonna go up at 21 pop, which could make sense here, especially if you're going for scouts. I feel like people don't expect you to be aggressive with the Burgundians, but it is quite possible. He's going to be clicking up first here. Ronald, their garrisons, he'll be up as well. Only about 10-11 seconds behind. And maybe we're going to see some walls come up. Maybe we won't. Questionable at best, but I do like that we do see some chopping towards the middle here for RonaldRage. I think he can actually... He would have improved this by going here. Chopping through 2 instead of chopping through at what will be 4 by the time it's all said and done. We'll get through there relatively quickly if he does go for water, which... That's part of the issue here for him. This is much less long-lasting, so more idle time on these Vils as compared to the regular wood economy. But if he's going for the dock, I can appreciate that. Another quick look at scouting as we see Ronald has found his opponent. He is going to lose some HP there. And then here for the other side, looks like Alikog was headed forward. Maybe he's going to turn back and try to deal with that scout. Maybe he's just lost track of that. Either way, planning for the dock later, Ronald says. Fair enough. I mean, it's a reasonable all the way around. Stable, and this will be scouted here, so RonaldRage will know to expect scouts. RonaldRage is up. He goes into archers yet again. Alikog, actually this scout could be trapped in here. Yep. This is beautiful. Trapped it. I think you delete this, you come over here, drop another. And drop your dock. Can't do it yet, obviously. Double archery range, actually, as Franks. Interesting, interesting. Villager, not going to go down here. RonaldRage is paying attention. Double range from Franks. Not something you see every day. Definitely not something you see every day. That scout's just stuck there. That sucks. I would just go attack this just to be as annoying as possible. Going for an interesting wall off here for Alikog. I think maybe he doesn't remember what he's playing on here. This is just a big O, essentially. Oh. So, nice to see we got Heavy Plow in, though, here, as he starts to drop some more farms down. Did he... He did not have it for the first one. Like, he should have it for the rest, which is good. Double range and even a spear to accompany them. Fletching, not quite there yet, though. We'll be clicking that. There he goes. Alright, so this is a pretty tight build here. Pretty tight build here. This one looks a lot cleaner than the Man-at-Arms one, which I would expect. But I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Expecting scouts here is Alikog, and he can't scout. What's over here? Scouts are headed around in this direction. Could find some value here, though. Could easily find some value. These archers with the spearmen probably gonna find a way in if there's nothing being placed here. It will be a blacksmith. And the scouts are in, and they're gonna get at least one villager. That's a nice pick off here. Alikog gonna be happy he got a vill, but he also knows where the military is. So yeah, he should be pretty happy with this overall. Scouts are running back. Not gonna stick around, not gonna take any more fights. I guess they're just gonna come back home and try to clean this up. I don't think it's the right move. There are no upgrades on those. I think you just need to finish your walls. Or at least get a wall back to the town center so you have to dive the TC in order to go there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Frank archers. It's just not something that you see every day, right? I like it. It's a nice strategy. I mean, I've seen it before. I've done something similar with Slavs many times. But +1 is going to be coming in. There will be potentially 5 scouts. A little bit of HP missing. But should be able to clean this up. There's a spear there. Villager goes down. It's a bit unfortunate. Farm and Eco behind this looking solid. How long does he wait? He's got to take it if he's going to take it, essentially. He needs to start cutting off reinforcements at the bare minimum. Every time he lets these get in here, as he's going to make more scouts, so he's not happy with this yet. Maybe even going to get foraging. Nope, they're going to dive now. Or are they? He's going to run back with them. Alright, interesting choice there. That spearman going to get some good value, though. The archers taking good shots behind. All the scouts down to 2. Oh, 3 scouts lost in that exchange. A lot of HP gone on those as well. Alikog looks like he's just having a rough go here. As we see that dock now coming down. He's killed he must have killed that scout. Interesting. Scouts are headed out, but now we see the defensive range here. I think the defensive range had to be a lot sooner than this. Not gonna be able to build the skirmisher numbers. The whole economy could be exposed to 9 archers that remain. And yeah, Alikog's going for a counterattack. I'll see if he can get anything done, but these vills are breaking in, or these archers are breaking in. Fletching will be in, though, when these skirmishers pop out. Just there's not enough of them to deal with this. And yeah, here comes that defensive tower. But I don't think that's a good tower. I think Alikog waits too long for these towers, because now these vills are going to die. Maybe not all of them, but at least a couple of them. This tower might not even go up this game. Oh, a lot of investment. A lot of investment here. Tower goes up, but at large cost. 8 economic kills here, or 7 economic kills. 8 kills in total. As they will get taken out here, but it's at huge cost. Yeah. Whenever I matched them up, they were, I believe, pretty sure they were within like 30 or 40 points. Yeah, it does look that way, unfortunately. Looks like it's gone up to 1450 actually nowadays. Yeah, I think he's just having a rough time. I know he has some internet issues. So there may be some lag, some lag spikes, or something to that effect. Additionally, players' elo fluctuate by the ranked pool and what they play. We are all a testament to that, as I am very well aware of our arena clowns of the community. They seem to have a much better elo, and a lot more closed maps are on the map pool, right? And someone such as myself, I happen to do much better on hybrid maps and water maps. So, things get messy. You almost never play a 1v1 RM. Play a lot of lobbies. Fair enough. I pretty exclusively play 1v1 RM for 1v1s. I do train, just some, I guess I call it training, but some practice games where we just play random civ against each other in 1v1 with a few people from time to time, but that's far less frequent. Yeah, Alikog gonna have a rough go here. The fishing ship numbers for RonaldRage. The Castle Age is in. The Knight switch behind it will be 2 stable Knights. And we have a galley. I like the galley. I like the galley a lot. I actually have had some interesting random civ matchups as of late. What can I say? Castle Age is a little bit farther behind for Alikog, but he still does have better economic upgrades. It's pretty similar, but Wheelbarrow's been in for a while, so his economy is deceptively not that far behind. Problem now is Burgundian Knights versus Frank Knights. Frank Knights win. Need that Cavalier upgrade. Can Alikog perform a miracle with Cavalier? That is the question. Goes for Cavalier right away. And a Monastery. So we'll see what occurs here. Galley comes forward, just patrol here, and pick off some HP maybe. See how things work out. All things considered, though, Cavalier could be a game changer. Especially if we have some monks behind it for our Burgundian player. RonaldRage is on to a town center, though. Will be on stone. Rank castles are extremely cheap. 488 stone. Could play a difference here. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Lots of spearmen here in defense. Lots of archers still for RonaldRage. I don't know if I like them sitting at home, to be honest. I would like them to be somewhere else. Maybe you bring your archers and spearmen to this gold. Deny this gold. Maybe get some outposts up on the map at some point. But this military is not doing anything. It's paid for, but these are lazy merchants. Or lazy, what do you call these? Mercenaries at this point, right? Archers could be great against the monks. Could be great against the Cavalier, too, because the Cavalier only have +2/+1 right now. They do not have bloodlines. The Knights are going to be in for Ronald, though, and the Cavalier will probably have to come back and defend this. Monk-wise, we don't have any here. Where's the monk? It's over here. They're over here. Oh, they're going after those Knights. There's a hole over here. Yeah, and the Cavalier do have to come back and defend. The conversions will come in outside. So that's not bad. Economically, though, a 20 vil advantage now. And that will only get larger if all the military is here in Alikog's base. Another monk. Need to repair this. Skirmishers in the town center. Cavalier. Gonna be able to defend for now, but these monks could be in danger. Conversions. Not gonna come in. 1 monk down. 2 monk down. Will be a 3rd monk down. Yeah. Yeah, your eco has run away from it. To be fair, you also had a dock that can produce economic units, and you have 6 of those as well. So it is extremely deceptive whenever you have water as well. Burgundians don't get bloodlines. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Cavalier is a plus 20 HP. Yeah, plus 20 HP and plus 2 attack, right? 12 plus 1, 2 plus 2. Yeah, 10 plus 1. So yeah, it's plus 2 attack and plus 20 HP. So they have plus 2 attack is all they get. Basically, what it is now. Because the base attack is 12 compared to 10. Slightly faster attack. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, all things considered, the game's not over. But economically, it looks extremely, extremely better here for Mr. Rage. Build another stable here. I mean, yeah, Byzantines have so many options already. Another stable going to be coming down here, so potentially a 3 stable play. Not too far away from being able to do that. Military numbers, though, 18. Well, there's 14, 16 knights to 13 cavaliers. So the cavalier could easily win that. And again, where's the military here? Aha! The archers are going to... Oh. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. The archers are going to go around in the middle. I mean, it's still not bad. Still not bad, right? It still gives some vision, at least. Could poke away some HP. But I would have rather seen those come over here and try to do some damage, poke, something. Assist from behind the lines here. Even if you lose them, at least they get some more value out of the deal, right? But the Knights versus the Cavalier, you see the total HP on those. Frank, Knights, still superior in the HP. Numbers, you know, even with pretty even numbers like Kev out of the mix, it kind of evens up a little bit, but we should see this fight come in. And looks like Ronald is going to turn and run, and Iron Cassian's about to finish, so that would be a much better fight here in a moment. I went to the monk production here. I guess I can't afford the monks alongside everything else here, which does make sense here. Defensive castle here makes sense. Defend this entire side of the map. Could stonewall up a bit here. All things considered, it's a lot of military production right now, and there's not a whole lot of eco behind this for Alikog. So one big fight, and it could roll very easily here. Some houses over here. We do have spearmen over here. Some archers spread around. It's a lot of idle military. Whereas I don't think this military should be idle right now. I think you have to force the fights at this point. And Alikog, he's not going to be able to replenish these numbers quickly. That's the problem, right? Gilnet's behind this. That's actually going to be nice. And even some fish traps coming in. Really awkward situation, though. Alikog has to be careful. He can't fight under castles now. I agree, Tech. He needs to stonewall this up. He needs to secure himself in one fashion or another and just try to boom behind this here. At this point, eco upgrades are exactly the same. Alikog not able to afford more in production. Villager numbers, just 96 to 61 right now. I mean, at any given time, if this fight gets taken, it's not going to be pretty here. Another stable spear over here. These archers all in the middle. I'm still looking for blue everywhere to see what's going on. A few more fishing ships were added. We had 6 last time. We're up to 8 this time. I agree, Emu. He can try. Yeah, he can try. If he can avoid taking a fight for a while, stonewall up, maybe buy himself some time. He might be okay if he can buy imp, get fast imp. But yeah, RonaldRage is... He could sell all of his wood and he could be up here anytime. And looks like he's going to abuse the market now. He'll be clicking up to the Imperial Age. Super rough castle here. I don't like this castle at all. I really think stone walls right here where the trees are limit the amount of stone you use, and a castle on this side was the answer, but Imperial Age is on its way in. Yeah, no, it's looking like Rage will take this without much of a fight even. I mean, 38, 45 of them on the map actually versus 38 Frank Knights. 4,032 HP versus 5,060 HP. But nonetheless, RonaldRage being patient behind this. He'll be up to the Imperial Age though. Light Cav on the map. Do have a raiding force coming in here. I mean, if these guys could kill 30 Vills, it could be possible, right? All this will be seen, though. I think there's a hole right here. Yeah, there's a hole between the market and the house. Otherwise, we have everything walled up. But this is a hole right here with the Spearman arm. Cavalier. See if they can go in and do anything. But, oh, the Cavalier just diving on this side. And yeah. Maybe kill all the eco, right? Yeah, they're attacking very little at the moment. The monks are in. The conversions are not. Like, he got one Cavalier, but Imperial Age is going to be in, and this is all of the military here, which is going to be super impossible to deal with after this gets cleaned up, right? Alikog will just simply be dead at that point. He's actually getting close to cleaning up the Imperial Age, which is amazing at this point, but he's 30 Vills behind. He's not going to kill enough, and he's down to 23 Cavalier over here, 6 over here, 7 over here, not doing anything. More numbers producing. He hasn't clicked the Imperial Age yet, though. He needs to click the Imperial Age. Yeah, this is just a devastating fight here. They're not even fighting. Quite awful, actually. Must be on no attack stance or something. Rage will get Cavalier. He just sold a bunch of stuff, so he's maybe looking to click Paladin immediately following this. These Cavalier might get in. If they could find the wood line or find some damage anywhere, it'd be helpful, but unless Rage throws this pretty hard somehow, it's not looking good here. Few vills could go down, which is great. Every villager goes down, helps weaken the economy here, but again, I think it's going to be too little too late. Villagers moving out. Cavalier numbers getting up there. We will soon have Frank Cavalier, though, and then there's no bonus here. Have the Burgundians. Their bonuses aren't going to be applied here, basically, is what I'm saying. As honestly, Rage should sell some more and click Paladin. That's literally what he should do. Oh, and the light Cav's gonna find some value over here as well. That wolf might even get a kill. And for castle out here, looks like that yeah, at least a few dead vills. Castle will go up though. No, nothing over there to defend. Not enough Cavalier here to deal with anything either. Yeah, it does look like it's gonna be pretty one-sided here. Switch to barracks is not gonna happen. Definitely not. All of the military should just be sent forward here now. Oh, and this Cavaliers could actually potentially deny this. There's some weak HP in here. Yeah, actually this could get denied, but the important thing is on this side, Ronald has decided to dive in here. Paladin comes in for Alikog, but he's not going to be able to hold, even if he gets Paladin, I don't think it's going to be enough. This is going to be denied by Cavalier as well. Wolf actually doing some significant HP damage, but Paladin, though it's cheaper, still takes a long time to come in. Alikog's down to 57 villagers after all these raids, and these guys are coming forward to try to finish this. More of those could die. Trebs are out here. A Paladin upgrade is in that town center too, which is awful. I don't think Paladin finishes at all. So that is a problem. Oh, and nice attacks coming in here. More villagers are dying on the back, yeah. Will Paladin complete 51%? I don't think so. We might even see the GG before that time is coming in here. Might even see it. Yeah, there's no way this finishes. Another minute, this is already 3 trebs, and it'll be gone. Paladin will not complete. Uh, there's a case to be made for both sides. Like, Paladin or not, you're fine. He doesn't have Paladin. It's not like you have to match Paladin for Paladin. I think just because of the timing, I would have liked to have seen it personally, just because you had all the res needed. Uh, but now, I mean, obviously this is a game where Paladin isn't going to win you anything, right? Uh, Paladin is a waste of gold in a 1v1. Not necessarily true, but in most cases, I agree with you. There are some cases where I think Paladin becomes necessity, but yeah, bingo, Emu Warrior, bingo. It all depends, right? It all depends. Alikog trying to hold on here, but he knows he's dead at this point too. Just looking at score, Paladin. I don't even know if it'll finish this time. And more Cavalier just tripping away to go deal with the economy. And GG, game over. RonaldRage with the first sweep here of all the show matches. Congratulations to RonaldRage. And yeah, crazy sets, crazy games. Pretty dominant showing here. Thank you again to Alikog and for RonaldRage for participating. Do appreciate it, guys. Got a gift RonaldRage's sub here. For winning this show match. And then just a quick reminder, you guys will be up for the giveaway, $25 via Amazon or PayPal for participating. So I do appreciate that. Gift sub sent to you, sir. Enjoy, enjoy. But I've been at this a lot lately, so this is gonna be the. There will be one more show match that we have being played. Like one of the guys couldn't play till the 28th, but he was really interested in doing it. And I have an opponent for him, so it is still going to be played, but it won't be until after the 28th, which I'm fine with because I've been hitting this pretty hard for the last little bit. Played a show match for Tech Chariot, who he'll be casting Friday. If you guys haven't gone over there and seen Tech Chariot's stream on YouTube, you're gonna have to go do that Friday night if you want to see that action, because it's gonna be actually a great time to jump in there and give your support. He's almost up to 200 subs on YouTube, so please head into that direction for tomorrow night. It's going to be spectacular. There's the link to his site. Sorry I couldn't try out homework. No worries, Rage. No worries. We got a lot of testing in. I got a lot of answers on some of the maps I needed answers on. So I'm excited to see how things progress. But tomorrow night, I'm not streaming at all. I will be at Tech Chariot's YouTube channel. I will be watching a show match that I participated in, which is with the Rome at War mod. And if you guys haven't played it, it's fun. It's transferable skill from this game to that one. Obviously, it's an Age of Empires game still, but it's just a big, humongous mod. A lot of fun. I love playing the set. Hopefully, you guys enjoy watching it. I intend on being there for the whole show. I am not streaming tomorrow. I'm going to end the stream after this chat here, and we'll be, you know, hanging out over there tomorrow. So, Ronald, I would say you should should not stream that game tomorrow, and we should all give crazy support to Tech Jared over there for all that he's done. But nonetheless, guys, the tournament we'll announce more once I get some things figured out. The show match is kind of just to get some testing on the maps. You guys are not in my Discord. Join the Discord. There's the Discord. That is the one and only place that it will be announced first. Well, I sadly host the race. Fair enough, Rage. Just have it on in the background then, or rewatch the rec. Either way. But yeah, nonetheless, thank you guys for everything. Appreciate it. Discord will have the information here whenever we drop it. If not, it'll end up on Reddit. It'll end up on AOE Zone, all those places. But I'm gonna call it a day here for streaming, casting, all that fun stuff. And I will catch you guys here again Saturday night, probably. And probably team games. We'll see. I don't know. A lot going on. A lot of stuff this week. Playing, game time, casting, all that. And I think I've casted for like, I want to say 14 hours this week. Which is a lot of time. A lot of time. So, GG's. Raid him. Is he streaming? He was just here. If he's streaming, we'll raid him, but it doesn't look like he's streaming. So, let me see. If I type in his name. No, not yet. Not yet. But yeah, I usually try to stream or raid somebody. Really do. But tonight I'm just gonna give it a call. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it. But I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll catch you guys over at Text Channel tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.